Hi, I'm Erin Kian. This piece is called Yesterday. It's a piece of sound art that blurs reality and fiction, sound design and script. Yesterday was made for a late-night lit listening party as part of the Emerging Writers Festival in Melbourne in 2019. The brief for the evening was, what flashes of understanding, which moments of ecstasy and despair, what memories linger in the days, months, and years stacked up behind us. From the mundane to the monumental, from last Wednesday to last century, the fuzzy memories of yesterdays and yesteryears will be brought into crisp sonic relief by our stellar lineup of audio artists at this live listening party. To work with that brief, I decided to examine my own relationship with memory, with the moments from my past both big and small, and how those memories live in my body. Content note. While there's nothing particularly graphic in this piece, there are moments of it that deal with family death and grief, anxiety, and PTSD. Please take care of yourself. Enjoy.
How do you feel about memories?
I have a complicated relationship with them.
Why is that?
Even my happiest memories make me feel sad to remember them. And I've never quite been able to figure out why.
Do any memories make you feel happy?
Sure. It's not like I don't feel happy when I remember happy things. It's just that I also feel sad.
What kind of sad?
It depends. If it's a sad memory, then it's a nice, clean, and simple sad. But if it's a happy memory, it's a tangled, translucent sad that sits at the root of my spine.
That seems very visceral.
Memory is visceral.
What kind of sad do you feel when you remember being a child?
I feel that as a dread in my gut. Like a looming cloud of inevitability. I had a pretty good childhood at home. I had a very supportive and loving family, but outside the home, childhood was hell. It was like a pressure. All the weight of violence and poverty and trying to hide blood from my mother. So even when I remember the good stuff, it's like being in a submarine. Sure, this memory might be nice, but if I open the door to anything else, the water's gonna rush in and drown me.
How do you feel when you remember moving to Melbourne?
Oh, that was a joyful time. It was so exciting, so liberating to move to Melbourne, to be with people I loved. But that's a bittersweet memory now. I'm not in touch with any of those people anymore. Despite how close we were at the time, our paths diverged a long time ago. You know, the area I first lived in feels like it only exists in a time long ago, like the forest didn't age with me. Whenever I go back, it feels like stepping back in time, and my heart aches with nostalgia. Apparently nostalgia doesn't hurt for everyone, but it does for me. It's like lead in my stomach and chains on my shoulders pulling me down. Pressure. Always pressure.
Do you remember your mother's voice?
I remember it, but not clearly. I haven't heard Mum's voice since she died. My sister has a recording of her, but I haven't listened to it.
Does it make you happy to remember?
No. It's heartbreaking. Even though she died years ago, I still miss her so much.
She's gone.
What about meeting your partner? Surely that doesn't make you feel sad.
It does, though. Because when I remember meeting my partner, I remember how we both were at that age. How much promise we had, how happy we were. I feel so jealous of my younger self, yet so protective at the same time. I was already pretty messed up at that age, but there was a lot more trauma I went through between then and now. Plus, trauma likes to reinforce itself over time. It gets tighter and it gets sharper. That version of me, he's like a completely different person. He's so much freer, so much more trusting, so much more comfortable. Why did he have to go through everything he did just so he could become me? Why did I have to go through everything I did and leave that kid behind?
How about something more mundane? How do you feel about the last time you rode on a tram, or the last time you went to a supermarket?
The last time I was in a supermarket, I was only getting a couple of things, but they were on opposite sides of the store, and I wore out quickly and got frustrated. I started getting anxious, and I knew I had to just get what I could and go home. It was fine. I got what I needed, and I got home fine. But my body really doesn't cope with supermarkets very well these days. So yeah, I do feel sad about that.
How do you feel about the future?
It varies, but overall, I'm happy. Despite what impressions I might have given you, I love my life, and I'm really looking forward to what the future holds.
So you don't feel sad about the future?
How could I? There's no tangle of emotions tied to the future. It hasn't happened yet. I never used to be able to visualize the future, you know? I used to think that inevitably I wouldn't make it. I couldn't conceptualize a future in which I survived. I couldn't picture myself as an old man. But I can see the future now. And there's nothing sad about that. Yesterday was written by Erin Kyan and produced by Passivhaul Pez Productions for the 2019 Emerging Writers Festival in Melbourne. This short featured, in order of appearance, Lee Davis Thalborn, Erin Kyan, and Fox Cooper, with sound design by Erin Kyan. For more short works and podcasts by Passivhaul Pez Productions, check out our website at passivhaulpez.com.